All right. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that's crazy. All right. Wow. Welcome, internet realm, the internet people out there. But yeah, so apparently the whole country is like locked down and people are in their houses, but Florida is just wide open and people are just chilling like it's normal. So we're in Florida then, right? It's like your options are stay inside and do nothing, or go to Florida. All right, let's go to Florida. Yeah. But yeah, I guess let's play some music and then see if we can lure in our first guest on the show here. Yeah. Wonder, where are the prints? Where did they go in all this? They're right there. Perfect. So we got our prizes. All right. Well, let's warm up and sound check this in, and then let's see if we can lure in our first guest on the show. So welcome to the Suitcase Music Show, Internet Realm. Now let's see what we can do with this. Yeah. All right, so we try to get these people before they go away and get their enthralled interest. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe they want to be a guest on the show before they go. It'll be interesting. All right. Well, we got that, and we got this. Yeah. All right. Well, see if we can get our first guest on the show. It's always an interesting endeavor. Wow. gonna be the year the country sees clearly? A 2020 vision, is this gonna be the year? 2020 vision, is this gonna be the year that we see clearly the man pulling the strings behind the curtain? It might be World War III, it might be a Civil War 2.0. Either way I'm ready to go, yes, either way I'm ready, yes, I'm ready to go, 'cause I'm
praying for peace, but I'm prepared for war. Yeah, praying for peace, but I'm prepared for war.
Yeah, praying for peace, but I'm prepared for war. Yeah, praying for peace, but I'm prepared for war. Yeah, praying for peace, but I'm prepared for war. It might be Civil War 2.0. It might be World War 3. Either way, I'm ready to go. Yes, the 2020 vision, is this gonna be the year that we see clearly? Put on the glasses. You can see the man pulling the strings behind the curtain. 2020 vision, is this gonna be the year that we see clearly? I still feel like I'm properly warmed up. Let's see if we can get lure in our first guest in this weird internet realm. Ooh, the guy with the lei thing. What are those things called from Hawaii? I don't know. Right, that always. But yeah, welcome to the Suitcase Music Show, where we have infinite guests sitting in my weird purple chair, and then we make random songs together. And you never know exactly what's going to happen next. Hopefully these cameras are even, wow, I think they are just relatively better than normal. All right, cool. So I guess, yeah, does anyone want to be the first guest on the show? Yeah, he's, all right, and the out-of-towner gets thrown up to be the first guest. This is great. All right, we'll sit down in your purple chair. You might have to readjust this. Oh, no, that actually might get you perfectly. Wow, this is pretty crazy. Wow. Right, we need to get some unpaid internship in here, right? This is, all right. Yeah, hopefully that works. Oh, actually, that one gets you good, too. That's crazy. Yeah. All right, we'll turn this up, turn that down. All right, you should be on. Give me a...
Hello?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Hi.
Nice. We got that, maybe that, to then that. Woo! All right, sweet. So what is your name and where are you from? First guest on the Suitcase Music Show.
My name is Gary. This birth was in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Scranton?
Scranton.
Nice, from Scranton. I hear that's a rough place. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah. Other parts of Pennsylvania are very nice, but I thought everywhere was like Scranton. That's not the case.
Yeah, right. When you grow up, you think everywhere's just like where you grew up, but then you get older and you're like, oh, wow.
Do some traveling. It's good for you.
Yeah. Nice. So what do you do for a living? And if you could do anything in the whole world, what would you do?
I run a couple farms, microgreens and aquaculture, trout. And if I could do anything, I would probably be hanging out with some friends, making music, new friends, old friends. It'd be really cool if we could make suitcase music. Yeah.
All right, nice. Well, you come to the right place then.
Awesome.
Right, that's nice. So, do you got any visions for 2021? Like anything really highly desire, or that you're putting out there that you want to make
Well,
happen this year
So
or next
I
year?
had this question that I came up with, and then I saw it on a couple T-shirts, so I felt a little gypped, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just how it goes. So, right, if hindsight is 2020, what is this year going to look like looking back?
All right, if hindsight is 2020, what is this year going to look like going back? That's a pretty good question. All right, let's see what we can do with this. You want to play the drums on this, or do you want to sing, or what do you want to do on this song?
See where it goes.
See where it goes? All right, cool. Wow.
My name is Gary. This birth was in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Scranton. Yeah. Other parts of Pennsylvania are very nice, but I thought everywhere was like Scranton. That's not the case.
Yeah, right when you grow up, you think everywhere's just like where you grew up, but then you get over here and you're like, oh, wow.
Do some traveling. It's good for you. Traveling. It's good for you. Do some traveling. It's good for you. Do some traveling. It's good traveling. Do some traveling. It's good for you. It's good for you. Do some traveling. It's good for you. It's good for you. Do some traveling. It's good for you. It's good for you. I run a couple farms, microgreens and aquaculture, trout. And if I could do anything, I would probably be hanging out with some friends. Probably be hanging out with some friends, making music, new friends, old friends, new friends, old friends, old friends. It'd be really cool if we could make Suitcase music. It'd be really cool if we could make Suitcase music. It'd be really cool if we could make Suitcase music. It'd be really cool if we could make Suitcase music. It'd be really cool if we could make Suitcase music. It'd be really cool if we could make Suitcase music. It'd be really cool if we could make Suitcase music. It'd be really cool if we could make Suitcase music. It'd be really cool. Came up with, and then I saw it on a couple T-shirts, so I felt a little gypped, but that's just how it goes. So, right, if hindsight is 2020, if hindsight is 2020, if hindsight is 2020, what is this year gonna look like? If hindsight is 2020, what is this year gonna look like? What is this year gonna look like? What is this year gonna look like? What is this year gonna look like?
Entropy, things are gonna get more complex till they all break it down. Just like the rule and law of physics of entropy, everything will grow more complex until it breaks down.
Yes, everything will get more complex until it builds up into a concentrate into existence, and it will break. And yes,
It will break down, break it down, break down, break it down, break down, break it down. Brahma creates, and Vishnu sustains, and Shiva destroys.
Brahma creates the eternal path, and Vishnu holds her hand along this journey, and Shiva's laughing behind that gate. Yes, Shiva's just laughing. Entropy is gonna grow more complex and break down to a singularity. Just like entropy, just like entropy, just like entropy, just like entropy, just all right, yeah. Right, but I probably shouldn't tell my predictions for 2021 because that's how you're gonna get in trouble. Oh yeah, let's hit this gain. Oh yeah, no, I hit the gain already, so it should be way quieter. No, here, leave those. I can control it right here. I just have the gain totally turned down now, so it should be way better.
A little quieter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what's that word? I'm kind of sound deaf from years of festivaling, you know. So I can't really hear very well. But yeah, that kind of hopefully vaguely touched the question and stuff. But you know, first guest, we're warming
Gonna
up.
warm up a little bit. Yeah, you touched on something. I was about to jump back in, and then you cut it out. It was like every time they try and push towards a singularity, there's always going to be an anomaly.
Ooh, yeah. That does seem, yeah, right? When existence gets so complex and close to singularity, then there's an anomaly. That seems okay. Let's run with that maybe for a second and then kick back. What is it? Till when? Till when? Oh, okay. Well, we should just probably pack up then. All right, well, we got our first guest, so we're getting the
First
15
and
minutes.
last.
So we had our first, we had our last guest, and it's nice. Hope you enjoyed it, Internet Realm. Hope you have a good night. Yeah.
Haribo.
Yeah, the classic is the foot doesn't fit the shoe, don't jam the toes, walk barefoot, head west and see how that goes. It's one of the first great things I was ever taught, I think. Still learning to practice it, but it was a good teaching. All right, well, let's chill frequency this out. Yeah. This is why we miss festivals. When you can play 15 hours straight. Yeah. All right, we lured in a guest. All right, so we got our second and last guest for the night. So let's make this one count. All right, sweet. So here's your mic.
Thank you, sir.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Raku. I don't know where I'm from,
Nice.
but
Right.
I'm figuring
We
it
got
out.
a lost child here. Whose mother? It's like, awesome. So, what's your main desire for 2021? What are you putting out there most that you want to accomplish or do or come across type
Well,
of thing?
They say that desire, is the root of all disappointment. So to have an expectation, I don't really have any expectations on anything outside of myself. The only expectations I have is being a better person, treating people with love and respect, and yeah, that's it.
That just sums it up pretty well, doesn't it? That's great. Awesome. So can you think of a question, a story, or a joke? So you can ask me any question, tell any story, or tell any joke, and then we're going to make a quick little 8-minute song, and then 3, 2, 1 it out of here.
All right. So my question is, if we say that, life is just like, or nothing is solid and everything is just like atoms moving or vibration,
Okay.
right? And nothing really has any meaning. What's the point of all of this?
So if life's meaningless, what's the point of all this? Is that
Yeah, or do we create the meaning?
okay?
Is the meaning what you create, or is it already predetermined?
All right. So is meaning objective or subjectively created?
Yeah,
Okay.
free will versus determinism. Yeah,
Okay.
free will versus determinism.
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 Okay.
Free will versus determinism. Versus determinism.
Okay.
Free will 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 versus determinism. My name is Raku. My name is Raku. I don't know where I'm from, but I'm figuring it out. They say that desire, is the root of all disappointment. It's the root of all disappointment. So to have an expectation, I don't really have any expectations on anything outside of myself. The only expectations I have is being a better person. 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 question is, if we say that, life is just like, well, nothing is solid and everything is just like atoms moving or vibration, right? And nothing really has any meaning. What's the point of all of this?
So if life's meaningless, what's the point?
Or do we create the meaning? Is the meaning what you create, or is it already predetermined? Being a better person, being a better person, being a better person, being a better person, being a better person.
So science, trying to do what he does, right? Science says it's all just particles and waves and meaningless in between. But when you go to the metaphysics books of philosophy and religion, they say religion says that meaning cannot be found. But created in the instant, every single second you open your eyelids and breathe in that oxygen, Your science will say that everything is meaningless, but religion and the ancient text will say meaning is all around. Particles to waves, back to 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 particles.
Being a better person, being a better person, being a better person. Treating people with love and respect, being a better person, treating people with love and respect, 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 treating people, treating.
Science says that life is meaningless and mere particles. The ancient texts say meaning is all around, just breathe in the air. The science says we're just spinning in a ball earth. When the religious texts say we are living in the mind of God. And meaning is all around, it cannot be found because it is everything around us. It is everything around. Meaning cannot be found because it is everything. Meaning cannot be found because it is everything. Meaning cannot be found because it is
We say that, life is just like, well, nothing is solid and everything is just like atoms moving or vibration, right? And nothing really has any meaning. Being a better person.
All right. Yeah. Oh, well, I think that's pretty good last guest, if I'd say so myself. Here's your prizes. So you get to look through here, so you like one. And then when you don't have to keep one, but if you do like one, you get to keep it. And that's your souvenir for being a great guest on the Suitcase Music Show. And yeah, thank you so much. That's great. And I'll have those samples forever. This is good to bust out on people. This is a great one. Yeah. In this sampler thing. So when people talk, I record it, and then a lot of times they don't even know I'm recording them, and then I just start playing them back to
with
themselves.
love and respect. And
Right, it's so easy, and you just kind of.
and we say that being a better person, treating people with love and respect, 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 treating people with love and respect.
Great. Yeah. But yeah, those are great samples. You're a great guest. If you can imagine, we get a lot of guests on the show, and not everyone gives us quality samples like that. So sweet, did you get one? Which one do you want to keep? Oh, yeah. So you get to look through there, and whichever one you like, you get to keep, and then we'll tell you the weird random story that you're talking about. And then I think that was perfectly 15 minutes, so I think we got it perfect. So let's get you your prize, and then let's 3, 2, 1 this. Yeah. Nice. That's like 3 a.m. in Okeechobee, so that's a big, sketchy festival. And everyone was whoop, and the only person that was there with me is that guy. He was the only one who is like... Everyone else was kind of in their own little world. He was laughing at every single one of my jokes. He like followed every transition of the music, back to jokes, back to music, and he's just sitting there and he's tapping his body, and he's like, dude, and I was like, and then halfway, like maybe 30 minutes of him chilling, I was finally like, yeah, and he was like, dude, I know, and he's like, these people, I'm like, yeah, I know, dude. It's like, you get it, you're definitely there with me. So that was pretty cool. You know, you could be surrounded by like 200 people or 100 people or one person or no people or an infinity amount of people, but at least he got it. It was nice, that guy. But yeah, thank you so much for being a great guest, and oh yeah. Right, we could Suitcase together anytime. And you see what I'm saying? How you could sing or you could do anything, we'll just make it sound crazy. Crazy. You can make your voice sound like anything. Yeah. Yeah, I love the Suitcases. They're always a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you so much for being a great guest. Those are great samples. I'll have those forever. All right. Well, yeah, I hope Internet Realm has a great New Year's. Right, that is, it's going to be a weird one for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can just hit it. When we're playing in places that we're not allowed to, and then like the police come up and talk to us, I'll be like, come on, officer, just kick the suitcase for me. So usually I'll get him to kick it and then get some loops. So I'll be like, there we go, we got a police officer to play the Suitcases, yeah. And usually is nice, calms him down a little bit. But yeah, thank you so much, Internet Realm, and thank you to every person who's ever housed us, fed us, or booked us, and enabled the Suitcases just to go all over the place and play weird music with people. Yeah. So I hope everyone has a great night and a good year. Wow. More conversation. Should we lure in another guest? Do you want to be the next guest, bro? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I guess there was miscommunication. I had no idea what's going on, apparently. Where are any of these? Is that a camera? That is a camera. All right, that makes sense. All right, we might have lured another guest. Oh, a well-dressed gentleman, right? I think this is the tall glass of water from the story, right? I think this is him. Nice. Oh yeah, we got the shoes. I like this. All right. Oh, so this is the Suitcase Music Show. So you can basically talk about anything you want to talk about at all. This is a free speech zone. That used to be all of America. Now it's basically just an 8-foot space right here. You know, you used to be able to say whatever you want, but now you can't. But at least you can here, because I'll make jokes about it. So then it's comedy and it's allowed, right? That's so sweet. So we got a tall glass of water on the show here. So what is your name and where are you from? Next guest on the show.
Tyler, and I'm from Winter Haven, Florida.
Nice. Got some buddies there. I like it. That's great. I've eaten all their ice cream in their freezer one time. It's great. It's great. So what are your biggest aspirations for 2021? Like, let's put it out there. What's your highest desire, or are you content, or, you know, it's a pretty open-ended one. But for the next year, what are you really putting out there?
Balance.
Ooh, balance.
Yeah.
Like physical yoga balance, or like balance in life?
A
or what
little
do you
bit
mean?
of that, and a
Mhm.
little bit of other things. I feel like balancing your physical, mental, financial, and spiritual state.
Yeah.
All four of those things. Learning how to balance them. You know, I feel like there are different times where I've got one or two of those in line, but the other ones are struggling a little bit. So the idea is to make sure that I get a good balance and allocate enough time for those
Yeah.
things.
I like that. That makes total sense. All right, sweet. So can you think of a question, a story, or a joke? So you can ask me any question, tell any story, or tell any joke. And then we're going to make a really weird song out of it together.
Give me a second, let me think.
Oh, yeah, we're really good at stalling. That's one of our best things to do around here. Do-do-do-do.
What did you say? You said a story?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a big, big drought. But yeah, so you can ask me any question, or you could tell any story or tell any joke. Or if you can't really think of any of those things because I'm putting you on the spot, we could run on what you said. Talked about balance and 4 things. That's definitely enough for me to go on like a 64-minute song on. So, oh, you got confidence. We got confidence. Ooh, we got a story. Ooh, we got a story. Yeah, we had one of the best stories we got in the last couple weeks was this girl who was out dancing, and then I know. That's the joke. That's exactly. I was about to set it up for. Yes. Now we'll have. Perfect. Yeah. Let's hear the other half of the tall glass of water. Yeah, this is great. Yeah. So what's the other half of that story?
So there was this one time where this guy, he thought he was pretty confident. I mean, he was like, he knew that he knew how to handle himself on the dance floor. But then he met this girl, and his whole approach was just kind of, you know, dangle the bait. What happens is
Dangle the bait.
what happens is ladies are so much better at that than men are. They're so much
Tantalizing,
better.
you're saying?
Yeah.
Yep,
What they do
yep.
is they come out and they're like, hey, I know you want to talk to me, but I don't know if I want to talk to you. But what they're not used to is when a guy can do it back. And so I thought I had my game figured out. So I was playing back. And for the most part, it typically worked for me. But this one particular person, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to this girl, and I'm gonna get a date. I'm gonna try to get a date out of this. And every single time I would see her, she would just disappear. And then I was like, dang, man, I'm gonna have to talk to her again next time I see her. And so every time I was like, all right, I'm gonna ask this girl out. And every time I'd get like one dance with her, and then she'd disappear again. And I'm like, man, this girl is really lucrative. Like it's just so hard to finish a conversation. But I could tell she was interested, but she was just like, she was playing the game a little better than I. Don't tell her I said that. But so finally, I was just like, I don't have social media, so I used to have a Facebook, so I finally re-uploaded my Facebook. And, was just like, and I knew a lot of her friends, so I was like, so I messaged her. I was like, you have no idea how creepy I feel right now, because I had to go stalk all of your friends to finally find you, just so I could ask you on a friend date. She goes, what? You're asking me on a friend date? And I was like, yeah, let me explain. I just came out of a long relationship, and but you seem like one of the most interesting, most difficult people to actually pin down. So I was like, I'm going, I feel like I need to get to know you a little bit more, and since you're graduating, you could be gone, and I would miss my opportunity. So I would like to take you out to lunch to get to know you on a more personal level, just to kind of see if there's anything there. And from that point forward, she became my best friend, and now we're going on 3 years. So I guess I kind of won, even though she was playing the game a little bit.
All right, well, let's see what you can do with this. So this is the symmetry of the tall glass of water. I like this. This is great. Don't tell our copyright lawyer Tony that, or he's gonna have to write a cease and desist. Don't tell our copyright lawyer Tony that, or he's gonna have to write. Yes, a cease and desist. He has to write like 18 a weekend. Cause these festival kids, they don't have any originality. They just sing things that they hear on the radio, and on the television, Yes, turn that off. Yes, turn that off. It is. Give it to me, Tony could just write another cease and desist, and let's loop it up. Let's go.
So there was this one time where this guy, he thought he was pretty confident. I mean, he was like, he knew that he knew how to handle himself on the dance floor, but then he met this girl. And his whole approach was just kind of, dangle the bait. What happens is ladies are so much better at that than men are. They're so much better. Yeah, what they do is they come out and they're like, hey, I know you want to talk to me, but I don't know if I want to talk to you. But what they're not used to is when a guy can do it back. And so I thought I had my game figured out, so I was playing back. And for the most part, it typically worked for me, but this one particular person, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to this girl, and I'm gonna try to get paid out of this. And every single time I would see her, she would just disappear. And then I was like, dang, man, I'm gonna have to talk to her again next time I see her. And so every time I was like, all right, I'm gonna ask this girl out. And every time I'd get like one dance with her, and then she'd disappear again. And I'm like, man, this girl is really lucrative. Like it's just so hard to Finish a conversation, but I could tell she was interested. Finish a conversation, but I could tell she was interested. 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 But she was just like, she was playing the game a little better than I. Don't tell her. She was playing the game a little better than I. Playing the game a little better than I. Don't tell her I said. Playing the game a little better than I. Don't tell her I said. Playing the game a little better than I. Don't tell her I said. Playing the game a little better than I. Don't tell her I said. Playing the game a little better. Playing the game. 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 Little better than I. Don't playing the game. Then I. Don't tell her I said. Playing the game. Then I. Don't tell her I said. Playing the game. They will tantalize you just like a synthesizer. They will tantalize you just like a synthesizer. They will tantalize you just like a synthesizer.
Yeah, that's great. So now we got the symmetry of the two stories. That's great. Yeah, that's full circle, right? Here, so you get to look through these. These are your prizes. So you look through here until you like one, and you don't have to keep one, but if you'd like to, here's your souvenir for being a guest on the show. And yeah, whichever one you pick, I'll tell you a 10-second story of what the heck you're actually looking at, so it makes more contextual understanding and whatnot. But yeah, don't worry, I won't tell her. That'll be right. It'll be just our little secret, us and the internet. You know, right? That could be so frustrating, though, right? You meet a girl, you know you have a connection, and then it's like, geez, the more I'm putting into this, the less it's, yeah, that's definitely a situation, right? That's the gravitational pull of existence right there. That is pretty crazy. Oh, which one do you like? Nice. So yeah, that's like 4 in the morning. We're probably like 12 hours into Suitcasing, and it was like a 8,000 person festival in Oklahoma, and we're playing with our 7 alien rabbit statue friends. And then this guy right here, we got stranded, and our car broke down on the Monday, and we were locked out of it on top of it. And he let us stay at his grandma's house, and she made us homemade grandma cookies. And then we drove like 1,000 miles in 2 days to play our next thing out in Colorado. And now we're still buddies, and we hang out when anytime we're in Oklahoma. He comps me tickets, I comp him tickets. He's a great dancer. He was a backup dancer for Usher one festival that he got us tickets for. So we got to play all weekend at this giant festival because he was a dancer for Usher. Right, shout out Josh, we love you. Woo! Yeah. Hopefully he's doing good. Right, Josh. Right, Josh. He's always doing great, though. That guy is always... All right, sweet. So that was a great guest. Thank you so much for being a wonderful guest. Right? And that's one tall glass of water walking off stage right now. This is great. Woo! Right? He probably won best dressed for the night. I think that guy, I think he won it. Wasn't a tall bar looking out at the rest of the crowd, but you know, it's... yeah. That's what's going on. Are we luring another guest? Or what's going on? We're doing the arbitrary end-of-year countdown thing? All right. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty open, right? I don't know. I was told to end like 20 minutes ago, but then that was just another bait and switch, and the switch happened, and... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd say bust it out and let's play. Yeah. All right, so now we got a guitar coming in. This is going to be great. Yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's yeah. Woo! Are you turned up all the way? Wait, really? Just say, why am I not? Nice. This is the first time in history we're ever having a tuning on the Suitcases. This is a first ever. Anytime someone comes up and they're like, my instrument isn't in tune, I usually refuse them to, oh yeah, I usually never allow them to tune and just say, just play and we'll make it sound great no matter what, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it's fine, don't worry about it, because we're just gonna run through 18 effects anyways. You're not even gonna hear anything that is anything. Yeah. Alright, now we got a bass. Sweet. Yeah.
are walking on the street to where the sun and horizon meet. Will we ever reach our great grand destination of eternal knowing and infinite bliss? Yes, I'm walking on the street. Yes, I'm walking on the street to where the sun and horizon meet and greet. Will we ever reach the great grand destination of eternal knowing and infinite bliss? So it's not gonna be out here now? Yeah, hit me with that. Yeah, hit me with that.
Go and get your instruments. Yes, all our children of the immortal bliss. Go and get your instruments, and you can play or dance with anybody. All our children of the immortal bliss. Yes, go and get your instruments, and you can play with anybody. All our children of the immortal, 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 all our children of the
children of the immortal bliss. Go and get your instruments and you can play or dance with anybody. Yes, sir, you can play or dance with anybody. All the children of the immortal bliss. Our existence is me. Our yes, all my existence. Our yes, all my existence. Our yes, all my existence.
But yeah, I guess Happy New Year's to the East Coast people, right? Isn't that? Or is it already New Year's for the other people? Or I don't know how time zones work, I guess. Oh yeah, it can be on the. If I just do that, now you are.
There it is. Yep.
Right,
Welcome
how's
back.
that work, right? So Midwest is still like 11, right? So we're the first in the United States, in the country, right? That's how that works. Arbitrary new things.
Depends on. Never mind. What shape the planet is, I guess.
Yeah, right. Well, some people say it's a ball globe thing. Other people say it's a disc world, you know? And I don't really know. It really could be anything, right? But I think we can keep playing music. I don't really know. This is always one of those weird zones. All right, let's see if we can do this, though. Let's do this down a little quieter. Yeah. Just it's like, whoa, bro. This is my pen. Whoa, bro. It's like, these cost. Actually, some picks actually are outrageously expensive. It's like yeah, it's pretty crazy. The arbitrary things. All right. Ooh. Oh yeah. What do you mean you can't play bass? Listen to these smooth bass lines. Oh, it is a cover. That's why that's how it's getting me. It's the cover. Yeah, our copyright lawyer Tony's gonna be pissed. Right. I feel like at this point every song's made in existence. Yeah. It was kind of half the reason why we started playing the Suitcases was just like, you know, you could practice a million years on guitar and you'd still be like the 10th millionth best guitar on the planet, you know? It's like, but you start playing Suitcases, you're the best Suitcase guy right out of the gate, you know? There's no, you know, you could play guitar and be like, someone would be like, you're doing it wrong, but no one could tell you you're doing it wrong if you made it up, right? That's kind of the,
I always just play the guitar wrong on purpose. Like people try and make chords and stuff. Let me see these weird noises I could make with the feedback and.
This is actually pretty cool now that's right. I wonder if this reads it. Yeah, 0 = 1 = infinity. Woo! Right, we got a hat now. That's great. All right, so where were we in this? We got a guitar. We got a bass. We got this rear Raspberry Pi. Wow, all three of us are in this frame. That one's crazy. All right, cool. So, should we just make some smooth music with this guitar and bass and see what we can do with this? All right, yeah. All right, so the classic. We're going to do a simple little backbeat, and then we're starting with the smooth bass line. And let's get some loops going and see where this one leads. No pressure, but there's no way you can mess it up, because even if you give me any sound, I'm just going to loop it and cut it and slice it and affect it and make it sound great no matter what. Yeah.
basic. If something doesn't work, turn it off and back on. Do that N64 trick. Maybe pull out the cords, blow on it a little bit, and it's gonna work perfectly. God in the wings as it hits every single last blade of grass. I can feel God in the wind as it hits every single last blade of grass. I can feel God in the wind as it hits every single last blade of grass. I can feel God in the wind. I can feel God in the wind. keep on growing for eternity. Your 0 equals 1, yes equals its infinity. Yes, nothingness and oneness and eternity are the same thing. Give me that a simple little backbeat, and I can keep on growing for eternity. Yes, nothingness and oneness and infinity, yes, ultimately are the same thing. Yes, I try to become nothing. Try to get to everything, one to me become nothing. Yes, fall through the fabric of reality. Yes, onti della vela massa della vela massa della vela massa.
Yes, the classic nothingness sandwich. Right. I knew I should have just ordered the chocolate cake. That is the... The catch-22 is it's all just one song, so we could play for 18 more hours. All right, let's see what this sounds like, though, fast. Right? It's like, dude, we play 17-hour songs. What do you expect?
Right? It's like, dude, I didn't breathe the whole time. Let's see where this one leads. So this is what we played, but now sped up really fast, and we'll just play this for 2 minutes and 3, 2, 1. 0 equals 1 equals infinity, and nothingness and oneness are the same thing. Let's bring this in. 0 equals 1 equals infinity. Yes, nothingness and oneness and eternity. You are the same thing. You are the drop of water flowing through the stream, and when you reach the one ocean, you will dissipate. But just when the soul reaches the oversoul, when the subconsciousness becomes the conscious, when the subconsciousness becomes the conscious, and the self-realization of the oversoul, and you can transcend. Time and space merge into one. Time and space merge into one. Time and space merge into one. Time and space merge into one.
All right, well, let's 3, 2, 1 it. Yeah. Now let's get in our slogans though here. We got to get that in real quick. We don't even have an EverBar. Eat hemp, don't eat corn. EverBar. Here's an imaginary bar. Fuck laptops, nap everywhere. Right? Do we got anything else? Maybe we could do it this way. This will be cheating. Oh, that's way too small. Oh yeah, let's get that pitch in, right? You got it. You totally.
Go, yep, mega microgreens.
Eat greens, don't eat corn. Eat hemp. Yeah.
Go forever.
And you can go forever. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a nice night out there in the internet realm. Peace. Yeah.